Yo, 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 this is the top 15 upcoming adventure narrative games for 24 and 25. I saw the first one just looking at stuff. It was Life is Strange. So it's basically like 3 seconds in. Double exposure. It came out 2024. I'm sure in 2025 they're gonna have lost records. I don't know anything past that. Maybe some of these games we'll actually go and play. We probably will.
Use my power again.
That was a great game. I'm not gonna lie.
But 2 nights ago,
And I heard there's probably gonna be a
First things first, we've got Life is Strange Double Exposure, announced just a few weeks ago. This double exposure thing actually continues the beloved series with a new story featuring some powerful emotional narratives and more supernatural elements as well, letting you dive into the lives of new characters as they navigate new complex relationships and moral dilemmas in such a beautifully crafted world. You can expect stunning visuals, as you can see, a gripping storyline when it releases October 29 on PCs, Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5.
focusing my power, I somehow shifted into a parallel timeline. Here, Sophie is still alive, but danger stalks our every step. And only I can investigate both realities.
Hang on. Parallel world?
It's the same as this one, except you're dead. I can still save Sophie. If I can solve and prevent the same murder across 2 timelines.
Someday, little sister, I'll visit all these places. I'll become part of the world. A traveler.
Ben Dawn.
Coming up behind that, we have Albatross. A quick mission over here, since it's a demo, you can actually try instead of waiting. Albatross is a RPG adventure, a little bit of both, inspired by the tale of two brothers and the recent game Just Sand, the mountain climbing game. It's an emotional journey over here though, and an exploration-based one. It's set in a pretty lush, vibrant world surrounded by nature. This game's set to offer a rich storytelling and some stunning graphics too. Set to release within 2025 into all consoles.
Known as the #1 ranked backpacker by the Best Backpackers of the World magazine, Kai who vanished in pursuit of the mythical mountain albatross.
Yeah, let's stick to the plan. I'll find my brother.
Hey, this looks kind of fun. Let me look
Kai?
it up.
Is that
It was made
you?
10 months ago, so
You
it
saw
might
the
be
living
out.
mountain too, the one we called Totem.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!
You'll find your brother, Isla.
On Xbox,
I promise.
PlayStation 5. I think I saw it on Steam as well.
I know that you're worried
Let me see.
about the war
Yeah,
on
it's
the
$40.
continent,
Well, $35. I was looking at that.
but you are my people.
On the PlayStation
Number
Store,
3 on the
$35.
list is Amr Zone, The Stolen Dream. This is an adventure game that combines Norse mythology with a compelling narrative. It's set in the mystical land of Amr Zone, letting you explore some ancient ruins and solve puzzles in a narrative-driven stealth package. Also, the story is about retrieving a stolen dream, obviously. This game did it for a
Direction.
Coming in at number 4, we have a narrative exploration adventure game called Caravan Sandwich. It's the first work of its developers. This game lets you embark on a journey across a rather science fiction province-like world, revolving around the challenges of a kid on search of a missing sister, which then will unfold with each step you take towards the story. It just won't be an emotional journey, however. There's going to be some customization options for your vehicles and a charming art style, as you can see.
Is that her right there?
I'm an old man. in the twilight of his years. I know now that I will never have the strength to set off again to the Amazon.
Amr Zone, also known as Amr Zone, the Explorer's Legacy. We talked about this one last month. This is a first-person fantasy graphic adventure game from 1999, published by Mixtape.
I ain't like that. What's this?
Sam and Max, freelance police.
Cue up the entrance music.
If any one of us could unlock the power of the mind, would we use it to explore the mysteries of the infinite, or would we use it to destroy?
At number 6, we have a new Sam and Max remastered game called The Devil's Playhouse Remastered. For those of you new, this is a graphic adventure video game developed by a really good team in the third and final season of Sam and Max, following the series' last 2 games with updated graphics, enhanced gameplay, and it's all going to be coming out on Switch, PCs, and other consoles as well, August 14th.
A convoluted plan coming on. 2 in 1 blow.
I think he crushed my trachea.
Will Max be able to control his emerging...
Don't knock the creative minds behind Life is Strange, we just mentioned earlier. They have a new game in the making announced earlier in the year, going by the name Lost Records, Bloom and Rage. This is a narrative adventure story-driven journey through time, set around the magical summer of 1995, and it's about self-discovery and forging unbreakable bonds of a couple of high school friends, where choices of the game will actually shape the story. Check it out, the game is coming out early next year.
This is Swan Holloway. And if you find this video, it's because I'm dead.
That's not a spoiler.
I mentioned this in today's list, so how many of you have already played the mountain climbing in the game Just Sands? I mean, the reason I'm asking this is that there is another mountain climbing game in the making here, and it's a little like Death Stranding.
Not them. Got a game called here. Just one adventure.
Alright, Doki Doki Adventures, Death's Gambit, and Slate Apprentice publishes. They have another game in the making too called Centum. This is a puzzle, dark fantasy, exploration-based RPG, classic, in which you play the role of a prisoner in a cell and you have to escape, obviously, but it's not gonna be just that simple. You will navigate, I mean, look at the trailer. You're gonna be navigating a series of scenarios, each time shrouded in a bigger, uncertain mystery, so that you can eventually shape your story. This game is coming to PCs and Xbox Series X in the 3rd quarter of the year.
What we got? I like to hear the dialogue.
I've seen the dark universe yawning.
Number 10, we have a survival horror first-person adventure game going by the name Stygian. I wasn't sure what the name really indicates, but apparently it actually comes from the Greek mythological god Styx, who represents the loathing of death. Anyway, you get the idea. The story with this one is a rather dark and heavy one, kind of like the movie The Lighthouse, and it actually looks a little inspired by the movie too. All you know is that it's coming out to PCs sometime next year. Alright, Lifeline Games developers, they even came out with a release window of late 2024 for PCs on their upcoming action-adventure game Deer and Boy. Although we've totally missed out on this announcement earlier, Deer and Boy is probably one of the finest cinematic platformers we have on the way. It's just about a boy escaping his own reality with the help of an animal friend. Here's how it looks, expect a release date for it in the following month.
Deep, deep, dear boy. Why you at deep?
My mixtapes bend others to my will. It's a strange, almost cosmic talent.
Oh yeah, Mixtape. Annapurna Interactive, in partnership with Beethoven and Dinosaur, the developers, they're actually making another game after their successful indie hit, the Artful Escape game, this time going by the name Mixtape. Right? It's another musical, magical fantasy and a psychedelic retro adventure about a few friends last night of high school. It's inspired by classic coming-of-age movies. It'll once again bring together some nostalgia, music, transformation, and just moving on. And this game is coming to PCs and consoles sometime next year.
Get to the next one. It's just the next one. Yeah, all it says is 2025. That's crazy. I would have tried it out. I think
sitting on Steam through a demo with number 14, we have Mexico, 1921. This is a cinematic and an emotional narrative action adventure about the awakening of the country. The game offers a history-accurate narrative thing, letting you play as a journalist, photojournalist, that's on the verge of revealing what's led to the assassination of a president. This game has been in the making for... And yes, rounding our list today with Dredge, the Iron Rig, the second official expansion for Dredge, one of the most well-received Lovecraftian cosmic horror and also fishing games in history. The Iron Rig DLC adds a new constructible destination with its own story. There's gonna be new items, a 2 to 5 hour experience in total, a new side story, and also a bigger boat. Anyway, Iron Rig is coming out on August 15 into PCs, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X.
Interesting. Okay. Thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna see y'all in the next.